Guys, so I'm at the gym. You know what? Go up to her. Go up to the girl that you think is cute because most likely she likes you too. And she's waiting for you to go up to her. How do you do this?
Y'all have done all of this talking and complaining, and now you want men to come in and fix it. This is the crazy thing about ladies. Y'all will make situations so much worse than what they have to be. And then when it really gets to a point where you can't do anything about it, then you will call in men, the very people who you disgraced and talk poorly about. You will call them in and not only ask but demand that they fix it. It's crazy to me.
I just need to know from a men's perspective, are y'all waiting on girls to talk to you first? Like, are you waiting on a girl to ask you on a date first? Because that's crazy to me. Like, when you're out in public and you're making eyes with a girl and you're like making it known that you're attracted to her, but you're not gonna say something, how are you not gonna say something? Where are the huevos? Where are the huevos these days? I feel like there's so many like times that guys want to say something to girls and they don't. Like, is there a guy watching this that can give us some insight? Like, why don't you just do it? Why don't you just do it? Are you scared? Are you waiting for her to say something first? I like my men to be assertive and dominant. If you want to say something to me, say something to me. I'll give you the opportunity. I'll put my phone down. I'll drop the handkerchief. But I'm not gonna do it first. Should that not just be like the standard? Am I tripping?
So the problem I have with this is that instead of women don't understand that men are reacting to how they have been, I guess, quote unquote, evolving since this feminist movement. You dropping the handkerchief, that's a traditional way of doing things, but these women are not traditional. So you can't say that you want a traditional man while moving like a modern woman. It's not gonna work that way. And then another thing, instead of women saying, like, maybe we need to get better as well. When I say we, I'm talking about like if women were speaking as a woman, we need to get better as well. They will continuously try to shame a man into doing what they want them to do. Ladies, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work anymore. You can't. There are only so many times you can call a man gay before he's just not offended by it. There are only so many times you can say that a man isn't a man because he doesn't approach a woman before we aren't offended by it anymore. Your shaming tactics are not working anymore. Now this is really why women are freaking out, because you don't have anything else except for shaming. That's all you have.
So men looking for casual dates and our relationships is down 50%.
I asked a bunch of girls, when was the last time a man approached you at a bar and started talking to you?
Guys just don't approach anymore.
Nope, it's not worth it.
Can somebody explain to me why I don't get approached in public? Like,
Stop right there. Stop right there, son of a gun. This lady is tatted up like Lil Wayne. Tattoos all on her neck and on her chest. Big old tattoos too. And she's asking with the baby hair. Excuse me. With the baby hair. Nose ring and all. And I guarantee she's one of these women who thinks I deserve a tall, dark, and handsome man earning some good money. I deserve these things. Why? Just because I'm a pretty face with boobs.
do I look mean or something? I don't know.
So I saw the study that almost half of men aged 18 to 25 have never approached a woman in person. And let me tell you, that was literally the most disheartening statistic as someone who's in that age group and who just deleted all her dating apps because she wants to meet someone in real life.
I have a question for the men. Do you guys still want to get married?
Hi, I'm a girl in this generation. I don't like to party, I hate clubbing, I never cheat on my boyfriend, I don't have a spicy site, and I love dressing conservatively.
That was a lie, and that was a figment of your imagination because girls like that in this generation do not exist.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yeah, she must be like a unicorn or a genie or something. These, especially in the Western world, men, y'all not gonna find that here, unless you grew up with it. If you grow up with a girl and you met in middle school or high school, even in high school is a little shaky nowadays. But if you met in middle school and y'all been rocking since then I say go ahead and do it. But for the most part, these ladies are on some type of side quest missions in order to see how many bodies they can get, in order to see how much damage they can cause to their own life. And then once they figure out that they can't fix it, they're gonna come to you. They're gonna get on Instagram or TikTok and say, where have all the good men gone? What they really mean is, where are all the men that'll pay for my stuff and fix my mess that I have created for myself over these years. Some of these women, even decades old selves.
All these men deserve like a first class ticket to hell.
Yes.
They need to burn, baby, burn.
Everyone acts like they want to date me until they find out it's not peaceful. I am chaotic.
Yo, I don't see the point of approaching women or bagging women. There's no point unless you know. The only way you get her is if you already know she's into you.
So what if you're out somewhere and you find an attractive woman? You're not going to go up to her?
There's no point.
Why?
Because they choose. There's absolutely no point of, what do you mean how?
But how do you know you're not chosen if you don't go up to her?
You don't have to go up to her. Yo, when a woman wants what she wants, she shows you that she wants it.
We went on date twice. We hook up more than twice. You're my boyfriend.
Men don't really approach women that much anymore for a lot of different reasons, I think. But personally, I want to be approached. I would love to meet someone in real life versus online. And as long as it's a respectful approach, I'm always going to be nice. Even if I'm not interested, I'm never going to be rude to the guy. But I think as women, we have to give a signal that we are interested before most men will feel like it's okay to like actually approach you. Personally, I'm not going to approach a man. That's not me, but I will make it clear that I'm interested. I will pretty much give him an open invitation to approach me through eye contact, smiling at him, physically like getting closer to him in whatever vicinity that we're in. And if he doesn't take that invitation, then I would just assume he's taken or he doesn't have the confidence to come up to me, which just means he's not for me.
Guys,
one thing that I noticed that women do all the time, especially when it's talking about relationships, they only talk about what they want. I'm not going to approach a guy because I don't want to do that. I want a man who's going to do this and that. I want this and I want that. They never say, I want to get into a relationship to provide whatever they think that they provide. They never lead with that. It's always what they want. And then they wonder why they're single. In today's time, if you're not going to approach a man, you might as well stay at home. You might as well stay at home. These men are not approaching these girls anymore, these women anymore, because it's like the man just said, there is no point.
Guys do not approach you at the bar, not because you're not pretty, but it's because of this. I've been going to the bars every weekend with my friends, maybe for the past couple months, and I love it. I love socializing, and I'm single. And my friend and I were talking at the bar the other weekend, and we were talking about how we've never been approached by a single guy before. Like, maybe ever. Which is just insane to think about. Like, I can name a couple occurrences where they have, but it was like people from Europe, and they're like a different breed of people, okay? So I feel like the culture in America is way different. Guys do not want to approach you, not because of how pretty you are or how you look, but it's really because they're scared of you. And then us women over here who are single are thinking like, we look amazing, we did our makeup, we chose the perfect outfit. Why aren't all these guys coming up to us? Even if we're not into them, why don't they just come up? Just to like make us feel good about ourselves.
Do you do you hear how they talk? Hey men, why don't you just come up just to make us feel good about ourselves? Like, the women have so much entitlement. They live in this delusion of, oh, these men should do this because it'll make me feel good about myself. I don't care if he doesn't want to. Just come up and make us feel good about ourselves because we're ladies. They think that being a lady is just like, I really think that so many women think that they're like on God level, or at least an angel. This is crazy to me. This is crazy to me that she would want. And then she said that men are scared of them. Ladies, listen to me good. Turn the music down and listen to me. Put the phone close to your ear. Men are not scared of you. You are not a threat to the majority of men. We are not in it's not even high school. We're not in middle school anymore. These men are not scared of you. What they don't want to happen is you try to embarrass them for a viral moment. I think that's more along the lines of what's going on top of them not seeing the point and even talking to you. Because the chances are you probably ran through, or you probably come with a lot of trauma.
Y'all, I went out last night with like my little friends, and we was at this place called District Bar and Grill. The point is, I have a question, because I am like a very friendly girl, but I want to know, when y'all see a guy out like at a bar or a club that you think is cute, or like, you know what I'm saying, you think he gave you a little at or whatever, what do you do? Me, I just like blink a lot and hope they notice me. But like, do you say something? Do you wait for them to say something to you? Do you just like hope they say something, they don't say nothing, then it's just like, you know, whatever, I'm gonna, you know, try to go to the bathroom, walk past them? Like, what happens? Because I don't know. I'm a pretty girl, and I be looking regular degular on this internet, but baby, when I go outside, I do not look like this. And I just want to know, what do you do if men don't speak? Because I know it's not because I'm ugly, because they definitely look. They be, but they do not say nothing. And I be trying to tell people this, and it's like people do not believe me, but I be like, when I go out, especially when I go out with my girls, like my girls be getting hit on. They be getting hit on left and right. When I see them, nobody ever say nothing to me. They never say nothing to me. And I'm like, I don't feel no way about it because I got niggas. But I just be like, damn. I'm definitely not going to say nothing to you.
See, what she just said a whole bunch of stuff that didn't make sense. If your friends are getting hit on, then obviously the men aren't scared, right? She said the men are giving her the eye. So if they're giving you the eye and then they don't say anything, it's because they're like, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. The amount of effort that I have to go out to talk to you isn't worth what I'm getting. You're not that cute, is what I was trying to say it in a nice way. You are not that cute. And then I caught something else she said. She said, when she goes out, I don't look like this. Why is it that y'all ladies are so insecure about how you look that you change your appearance? You should still fully look the same. Maybe a little eye shadow or something going on, but you should still look the same. She's talking about she's not gonna, and then she says because she already has men. She's not really pressed because she has men. Ma'am, no you don't. Because if you had men, well, okay, I'll put it to you like this. Even if I'm gonna give it to you two ways. If she does have men, then she's just a woman who's craving for attention just for an ego or a pride boost. But I don't think that she has men, because if you did, you wouldn't have made this video. Just something that I've noticed.
He's across the way, I'm over here, he see me, I see him. So I tell him to come over here, I'm like this, right? So he comes over to me and I'm like, I just want to tell you that you are gorgeous. And he's like, oh, thank you so much, you're beautiful. And I'm like, thank you. And I was like, I just had to tell you, like, you are gorgeous.
We need to go back to men moving to girls in real life. When you're moving to a girl on the street, it's off the dome. You have to flow with it. And then obviously she might hit you with a spanner and you have to, you gotta think on your feet, baby. Now you get to sit down and think, oh, what should I say? You can even ask for advice. Bro, how do I chat to this girl? So in terms of that on your feet game, they ain't got it like that, yo. They ain't got the flavor like that, yo.
And also, you have to remember, when it's online, you can start speaking to a girl at 6 o'clock, take a break, go somewhere else. When you're talking to a girl on the street, you ain't got that.
You're a door salesman.
Yes, there and then.
Show me what you got. Sell me this pen. Sell me this pen. You got 5 minutes. My bus is in 5 minutes. Sell me this pen. You had to perform.
Men aren't doing that anymore. Men are not. A lot of women use men just for their entertainment. She wants you to do all this stuff. Oh, I want you to come over and talk to me, but you got to be smooth and suave and all. And then at the end of the day, men are asking why. A simple question of why. Why am I doing all of this? Why am I going over here to court this woman just to pay her bills? I'm doing all of this just to pay her bills so she can use me to pay her bills, just for me to invest all of this into this woman and into this relationship, and then she leaves. Men invest way more into relationships, which is why we're more prone to stay, because we've invested so much into it. We're just not going to up and leave. Women are so fast to leave, you really don't invest anything. And then 9 times out of 10 in today's time, they probably have another man on the side anyway. They have somebody in the back, in the wings, waiting to take your spot.
feel like women can no longer complain about men not approaching us anymore, because women for years online have been saying, don't approach me at the gym, I'm just here to get a workout. Don't approach me at the bar, I'm just here to have a good time and dance with my girls. Don't approach me at the library, I'm just trying to get my work done. Don't approach me at the grocery store, I'm just trying to do my shopping. We have been saying online for years to not approach us places because we're not there for a man and we're just trying to do our own thing and don't want to be bothered with it. So men have stopped approaching women because of what women have been saying. You can't get mad at them because they actually listened. Like, I feel like something is not clicking here, because then we have told men to stop approaching us, and now they have. But then you as a woman now don't want to approach men because that's not feminine, or you don't chase, you attract. But now you can't even attract because we all have scared men out of approaching women in public. And now it's like, if you actually do want more men to start approaching you, we kind of got to take back what we said and just be like, no, you can approach us. Maybe just don't be a creep or a weirdo. Approach us respectfully. If we reject you, move on and be respectful about it. Just take the rejection and move on. All right, so if you're complaining that men aren't approaching you, just realize it's our own fault.
It absolutely is your own fault. One thing I wanted to touch on that she just spoke about. She said, a lot of women keep saying this, no, we do like to be approached, but don't be weird or creepy. But see, that's very subjective with a lot of women, depending on how you feel about that man. I've seen and experienced just regular guys walking up and trying to talk to a woman. If a woman thinks that you're ugly, she'll be offended that you thought that you could talk to her, and she will play you. She will say, why? Oh, he was creepy. Like, why? Because he's not the most handsome man? I don't think that's fair. There are even handsome men that get rejected. A lot of women will like a man, but will reject him as an ego boost, especially if she's with her girls. So I'm not really trying to hear that. But guys, that's it for today's video. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that hype. This channel is growing, and it's growing fast. If you want another good video, click this one on your top left. If you want another great video, click this on your top right, and I will see you on another one.